or centering about you is that like both of us really love our personal lives a lot, and we love our job and we love our work, and we take it very, very seriously and very, very, very hard, and we completely immerse ourselves in our work. But who we are is defined by our personal life so much more than our work, and we can be both of those things at once. And when you're working, sometimes you feel like guilty for, not being in.
People forget that you can love your work deeply and still love your personal life even more, and that both things can exist at the same time. When you are passionate about what you do, you give it everything: your energy, your emotions, your time, and your heart. But at the end of the day, who we are is shaped more by our private lives than by our careers. And many times, when you are working non-stop, you start feeling guilty for not being present in your personal life, like you are failing somewhere no matter what you choose. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about something many of you have been asking me about, and that is the religious side of this case. A lot of people feel that what happened here looks like religious discrimination, and that is something very serious. We live in a world where people have the right to believe what they want, or even believe in nothing at all, but no one has the right to treat someone badly because of their faith. No one should be judged, ignored, pushed aside, or denied opportunities just because of what they believe. Laws exist to protect people from that kind of behavior, especially in workplaces. In this situation, on one side you have Blake and Ryan, who live very secular lives and don't seem to connect much with religion. On the other side, you have Justin, Steve, and their circle, who follow the Baha'i faith. Both Steve and Justin were raised Jewish and later converted, so they have already faced discrimination in different parts of their lives. Their faith focuses on unity, equality, reflection, kindness, and emotional awareness. It encourages people to think deeply, pray, be thoughtful, and always try to do better. It is not about control or cult behavior. There are no strict leaders controlling everyone. There are communities, books, guidelines, and spiritual teachings that encourage peace and understanding. They also respect other religions and believe that all major faiths come from the same source. They recognize Jesus, Allah, Buddhism, Hinduism, and many others. Their message is about unity, not division. But from what I was told, Blake did not like dealing with that kind of mindset. She did not want to reflect, think deeply, or consider feedback. She did not want to be challenged emotionally or morally. Justin and his group are very open about their feelings and talk a lot about personal growth and faith, and some people find that uncomfortable. Some people think it is cringy or fake, even when it is sincere. In Hollywood, caring deeply about faith and emotions is often seen as strange. According to someone who worked on set, Blake and Ryan are at a level of fame where religion feels uncool to them. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to engage with it. They see themselves as powerful. Those conversations. And because Justin and his friends didn't fit that image, they were seen as not Hollywood enough. Another serious issue that was raised is racism. Some people believe that Blake targeting Jamie, Heath, and Justin over things like eye contact plays into harmful racial stereotypes. Historically, accusing black men of being threatening for normal behavior has been used as a tool of discrimination. Jaime is one of the few black CEOs in Hollywood, and questioning his capability or intentions without evidence is extremely harmful. This situation cannot be separated from the larger pattern of behavior surrounding Blake and Ryan, including their plantation wedding and past controversies. These things did not disappear, and they still affect how people see them today. Steve Sarowitz testified that because of statements and actions connected to this case, he and his family received death threats, kidnapping threats, and even faced an arson attempt. His foundation had to shut down because of safety concerns. He said that anti-Semitism was used against him as a weapon. Even though he is Baha'i, he lost many family members in the Holocaust and was attacked as a child for being Jewish, so these attacks were deeply painful for him. He said clearly that religious prejudice has no place in America. He also stated that Blake took a small part of a secretly recorded conversation and twisted it to make it sound like he threatened her and Ryan, which he says he never did. He said the full recording proves that he never wanted to harm anyone, and that he only meant he would defend himself legally if necessary. He called her statements defamatory and false. He also accused her of lying in her deposition and misrepresenting events. He said she claimed he was present at a scene he was never at, and that she exaggerated situations to make them look inappropriate. Evidence from texts and recordings later contradicted many of her claims. For example, she said Justin made an inappropriate comment about her smell, but recordings showed she herself asked about her spray tan, and he simply reassured her. Jaime Heath also denied claims that he ever spoke to her about inappropriate topics. He said those things never happened and were never even mentioned in his deposition. When multiple people say the same accusations are false, it raises serious questions. Danny Greenberg also testified that Steve never talked about ruining anyone's life or spending massive amounts of defensive, not aggressive. After months of being threatened with lawsuits, it makes sense that he would want to protect himself. Blake has tried to frame this situation as a powerful billionaire attacking her, but many witnesses say that is not accurate. While it is true that some billionaires abuse power, that does not mean every wealthy person is dangerous. In this case, the evidence shows someone trying to defend his reputation and company, not destroy anyone. Bringing up sensitive political issues and twisting quotes in today's climate only fueled hatred and led to real-life harm. Steve says she used these topics to provoke reactions and create fear. He believes she weaponized anti-Semitism and false accusations to damage him and Justin. Because of repeated inconsistencies and misleading statements, he says he has no reason to trust her testimony. He even suggested that some of her statements could be considered perjury. In criminal cases, lying under oath can lead to serious charges, but in civil cases, it is rarely punished. Still, the pattern is concerning. This is also happening in the context of a couple who built part of their brand around a plantation wedding and controversial symbolism, yet criticize others for being religious. The double standard is clear. When you look at everything together, it does not take a genius to see what is happening. There seems to be discrimination, misrepresentation, and manipulation happening again and again. I truly hope that investigators look deeply into whether the threats, attacks, and harassment Steve faced were connected to this case. Because right now, based on the evidence, the most dangerous behavior does not appear to be coming from Justin or his team. It appears to be coming from Blake and Ryan. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, besties!